Welcome to another episode of Ask Amie, where singles learn how to get smart with love. So, I want you to feel free to ask a question below or leave a comment, and definitely hit the subscribe button so we can hang out more. So, let's get into the question of the day. Sarah says, I'm having a hard time with knowing what questions to ask on a date. Meeting new people makes me so nervous. On dates, I often find that I'm too much in my head, and then I start over talking, and then I bomb the date. Please help. Thank you so much for your question, Sarah. You know, being in your head is probably the biggest culprit that makes us lose our authentic self because we're so worried and wrapped up in what other people think of us. We're not as genuine. So you really need to be in your heart. And honestly, the best way to make people like you is to ask a lot of questions. Questions spark interest and curiosity about the other person, and it makes them feel that you care, right? So that's why I did actual research and found a study that shows 36 questions that will bring you closer to your partner or somebody that you're dating, right? These are not normal questions. They're not like, what are your interests? What are your hobbies? No, these are powerful questions that create intimacy and vulnerability. We're not going to go through all 36 because of time. So I picked my top 10 that I think that's going to make the biggest difference for you. And I want you to have them in your back pocket so that you can come to the date genuine, authentic, and feeling confident about yourself. So let's start with the first question. I think this is a great one. Given the choice of anybody in the world, who would you have as a dinner guest? I want you to think about that. That's an interesting question, right? Because it really shows you who this person values or looks up to. Whatever it may be, a movie star, a scholar, somebody that is a family member in their life. And then you can unfold with more questions. What makes this person so interesting to you? Why do you look up to them so much? So have that question in your back pocket. It's a very fun question. It can open to a lot more conversation pieces. The second question is fabulous. It is, would you want to be famous? And in what way? I think that's really important, right? There's people that want the fame of the starlight in Hollywood. There's people that just want the fame of being a great mother or a great father. And that really tells you their core values. Question number 3, what would constitute a perfect day for you in a relationship? Now, this is a very important question. There's a little trick behind it, right? Because if the person answers the question and just speaks about their individual perfect day, well, then they're not really thinking about couples or a relationship or a partner. And that could be very revealing. So what we're looking for in an answer is like, my partner and I go hiking, or we're gonna go have dinner at the beach, or doing something that is more couple minded, right? But if you hear it's just about me, 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 I would consider that a red flag. Question number 4, for what in life do you feel most grateful for? You know, this is a powerful question because to me, gratitude is the best attitude. If the person is negative, if they have nothing to be grateful for, then they're going to be a very difficult partner to be with. So you want to look for somebody that has a level of optimism and positivity. This will help you in the future as a couple to resolve problems. Question number 5, if you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? This question is very powerful because, as you know, a lot of our childhood programming rolls into who we are as adults. You know, we use that information and skill sets to resolve our own problems. So this is going to reveal the relationship that this person has with their family, and also if they're able to be vulnerable and real and honest, and if they're blaming everything on their family and there's no accountability on their part, that could be a red flag too. In some circumstances, when you have majorly toxic families, I can understand that that has nothing to do with the person, but it's up to you to figure out when you hear the story, read between the lines and hear your truths. Number 6 is, what is your greatest accomplishment in life? Listen, this question is valuable because it allows you to see what they consider is important to them. Some people may answer the question with a lot of superficial answers like my car, my house, which are great accomplishments as well, right? If they're telling you the story. But some people may be talking about their hardships, something that they went through life that they struggled with and that they overcame and got to the other side. So you get to decide what's important to you. Question number 7. What do you value most in a friendship? This is good. Why? Because it lets you get to their core values. Eventually, even when you're dating and you become husband and wife or even a couple, there needs to be a friendship there. So you're learning about their core values and what's important to them. And this will help you see, does this align with me? And if it doesn't, then that might be a red flag to walk away. Question number 8 is, what is your most treasured memory? I mean, this is such a valuable question because it allows the person to become vulnerable and create some intimacy between you two. You're going to learn about their good and their bad times. And of course, you're going to share those things too. So if you find that you're asking this question and you're getting like a blank face, that means that person doesn't have the ability to be vulnerable, and that's a red flag. Question number 9. What roles do love and affection play in your life? I have a lot of clients that complain to me and say that they don't get enough affection or words of affirmation from their partner. So this is a question that can reveal how this person shows love, right? It could be different love languages. Some people show it by doing things for you. Some people show it by actual physical touch. So you need to decide what you want. And by asking this question, you get to reveal and find out what they want and see if you guys align. Question number 10, and the final one, is how close and warm is your family? You know, you want to be smart about dating, because if you're going to walk through and date this person and commit to them, you're going to most likely meet their family. And if there's any major toxicity or dysfunction and this person hasn't sought help, went to a mental health professional, or did any personal development, then there might be a red flag there. So this question reveals patterns for you. It really helps you get to the root of things. All right, thank you so much for joining me today, and please do hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.